Hello, Mabuhay. Today I am presenting to you our topic, which is what is community involvement and sustainable practice, and their key elements.
Community involvement is the active participation of local residents, organizations, and stakeholders in planning, decision making, and activities that affect their area, ensuring that their needs, voices, and values are respected. Sustainable practice, on the other hand, focuses on using resources and conducting activities in ways that protect the environment, preserve culture, and support the local economy, so that the future generations can also benefit. When combined, such as in heritage tourism, these approaches encourages locals to protect cultural sites, promote traditional crafts, and adopt eco-friendly measures, creating long-term benefits for both the community and its heritage. Participation in decision making. Locals are involved in planning, policy making, and tourism management. For example, in Yim Chin Chai, Hong Kong, residents decide how to use restored salt fields for cultural tours. Now, an example in the Philippines would be in Sagada Mountain Province. The people of Sagada play an important role in deciding how tourism is managed in their own town. For example, the community sets rules for visiting the famous Sumaging Cave and Hanging Coffins. They limit the number of tourists and require accredited local tour guides to make sure the sites are respected. This shows how locals are directly involved in protecting their culture and environment. Now, next we have capacity building. This means training in guiding, hospitality, crafts, and heritage preservation skills. An example in Koker, Cambodia. Locals are trained in craft production and site conservation. Now, an example in the Philippines would be in Bohol, in Visayas. In Bohol, many residents were trained to become professional eco-tour guides, especially in areas like Lobok River Cruise and the Chocolate Hills. This training teach locals how to handle tourists, share information about nature and culture, and practice sustainable tourism. This improves their skills while also giving them better job opportunities. Now, up next, we have benefit sharing. Ensuring tourism revenue supports local livelihoods and community projects. An example would be Community Baboon Sanctuary in Belize. They share tour profits with village members. An example in the Philippines would be in Mount Apo. Tourism in Mount Apo doesn't just benefit the government, it also helps local communities. A portion of the fees collected from climbers and eco-tourism activities is shared with nearby barangays. The money is used for school, livelihood projects, and environmental protection. This way, the locals directly experience the benefits of tourism. Next, we have cultural empowerment. This means encouraging the continuation of traditions, festivals, and languages. An example would be Vegan Philippines. They use cultural shows to celebrate Ilocano heritage. Another example would be Ifugao Rice Terraces in Luzon. The Ifugao people continue to preserve their traditional rice farming methods, rituals, and festivals connected to the rice terraces. These terraces are a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and by promoting their culture to tourists, the Ifugao strengthen their identity and pride. Tourism here does not only bring income but also highlights the importance of their heritage for future generations.
Good day, everyone. I'm Margaret Espiritu from TM58. And now, I will discuss about sustainable practices in heritage tourism. So let's look at the key element of sustainable practices. First key element is heritage conservation. This is about protecting both tangible heritage like monuments and landscape, and intangible heritage such as costume and craft. It ensures that our culture and tradition are preserved for future generation. Example in Luzon, the preservation of the Ifugao rice terraces. in Banawe, where locals continue traditional farming methods passed down for generations. Let's proceed to the second key element. The second key element is environmental stewardship. This means minimizing waste, conserving water, and protecting biodiversity. So, in short, it's about making sure tourism activities do not harm the environment. Example in Visayas, the Bohol Lobok River Cruise. So, the Bohol Lobok River Cruise is they promote waste management and cleanup drives to keep the river ecosystem healthy. And now, the third key element. The third key element is responsible visitor management. This focuses on regulating tourist number, educating visitors, and promoting low-impact activities. It helps prevent overcrowding and ensure tourists respect the local culture and environment. Example in Mindanao, at Siargao Island. At Siargao Island, surfing tourism is monitored, and programs are in place to educate tourists about marine conservation. The last key element is economic sustainability. This highlights the importance of supporting small local businesses and reinvesting tourism revenue into preservation efforts. It makes tourism beneficial not only for visitors but also for the community. Example in Visayas, in Cebu. In Cebu, local communities benefit from whale shark tourism in Oslo, where part of the fees go back to the community. And now, for the conclusion. Community involvement and sustainable practices work hand in hand to make heritage tourism meaningful and long lasting. These practices not only preserve cultural and environmental assets, but also empower local communities. By engaging residents in decision making and implementing eco friendly and culturally respectful approaches so that tourism become a balanced system. This way, tourism benefits are shared fairly, traditions are maintained, and resources are protected for the next generations. And that's the end of our report. Thank you for listening, and I hope this helped you to understand how sustainable practices and community involvement are vital in heritage tourism.